Eerie shards so that way we can get the survivor with this chapter. Woke up at 5:30 in the morning the other day to go to work, and bro was still alive. I was still alive, yeah. I was still... What was I doing? What was that day? It was 11 till 4:30. Oh, was that the day that I finished Okami, by chance? Do you have any responsibilities to worry about tomorrow? Kind of. That's like the best way I can put it. It's a weird situation. Kinda. Do I have to be up early for them? Not necessarily, no. So we're just chilling. We're chilling right now. We've almost gotten to tier 70 of this pass, which means we're about to start farming the bonus tiers, which... whatever. I don't care too much about the bonus tiers. I don't really care too much about what was in this pass to begin with overall. So, there's 11 days. I'm probably going to get more of this done than I was originally expecting to. What do we have in quest? Oh, we have some quests that came with the new chapter. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen this. Is this the first chapter they've done this with? They're going to have 2 weeks worth of chapter quests. The next week dropped to 9 hours. Okay. They really want you to play as the new killer and survivor. How was D&D? D&D was good. D&D was awesome. I went down. It was a blast. They have chapter quests. That's insane. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen this. This is the first time I've seen chapter quest being a thing, so... we got the milestone quest, of course. If you played Fortnite, you probably recognize this. And obviously rift challenges, which, I mean, we can definitely work on these to finish the rift. That is something I worry about, but I don't know if it'll be something I worry about necessarily. I've finished most of them. That's really funny, actually. Damage 5 gens. I haven't finished today's dailies. When do these reset? Oh, in 9 hours. 9.5, basically. Can't remember what rank I've gotten to. I think, for me personally, I'm gonna... I said I was gonna do, another rank grind for after October 13th, but I think we're just gonna wait to do another one of those because October 13th is pretty close to when the Halloween event should be starting, which the timestamps for that were posted somewhere not that long ago. I want to play DVD, but I shouldn't. Well, you have to be up early, don't you? You gotta be chilling in bed. That's what you gotta do. You gotta chill in bed. Remember the days when games didn't have battle passes? Yeah, I value a video game that lets you unlock stuff by playing the game quite a bit. Yeah, Halloween event, and if what I saw is right, this year's Halloween event is gonna be a new event, I think. It's gonna be different from last year's event, which has been going on for a little bit, and I don't know what they have planned for the winter event. I, of course, want to see the goofy, silly snowmen come back that people are able to get in and move around in, which those are always funny. And I know after that, I think we'll have a Lunar New Year event. I don't know if that's going to change at all. And then after the Lunar New Year event, we'll be waiting for the anniversary again. Just like that. It's crazy. So everyone won't know how to do it while I'm clueless. Maybe. It depends on if it's actually new or not. So funny thing, you guys are familiar with fog vials. We've seen fog vials. We know how they work. Before you had fog vials, we actually had fog crystals, from the Halloween event. That's where that item started. It was a fog crystal from the Halloween events. And now it's its own, like, actual dedicated survivor item. So, maybe they will play around with the idea of something else for they changed tomes. This is different. This is not what I want. Take me back to the tomes. Oh, it's just this little button down here. Forgot what I clicked on already. But it's gonna be interesting. Okay, so now that I'm here for real. Hello, Jade. Late night Domo. Yup.
Late
Trauma.
night Domo.
Give me the rundown on this killer. Okay. Hi, Trauma. 41 months, dude. Isn't that crazy to think about? Is it not crazy to think about that you are 7 months away of 4 years with this channel? That means we're about on the same in terms of subs to each other's channels then, because we really got into this, I think, around the same time, right? And we've been on this adventure together almost the entire time, which is really awesome. Man, I got goosebumps thinking about that. Give me the rundown of this killer. Okay, all right. So, I will give you the general knowledge of this killer. There's a lot of like smaller details that we could talk about, like how glowing fungus spawn and all that stuff. The main focus of this killer, okay, is when you're in human form. When you are in this form, like she is right now, you have a projectile that causes infection. When that projectile hits a surface, it splashes, hits it, explodes, and does a splash, and that splash gives you more of a chance to hit multiple survivors. Most of the time, I'm just trying to hit people directly with the projectile because it seems pretty generous in terms of what it counts as a hitbox. I stumbled into y'all's channels from Scarf a month apart. It seems close together. What a great time, dude. Hi, Laz. So after you've infected people, you can swap to the head form, which if she transforms, I'll point it out. Head form gives you headlong flight, which is how killer goes fast. This right here, she will ditch the whole body and go into just the head form, and you're basically a floating head with all the internals connected still. You have headlong flight, which lets you move real fast along the map, but it puts you in a first-person perspective. Very good for closing the gap after you've injured a survivor. You have intestinal whip. Intestinal whip is strange to describe because it feels like a longer it is third person. Yeah, head form is third person. Intestinal whip is like a pseudo lunge power, because it feels longer than just a regular M1 lunge. Its hitboxes are definitely different than a regular M1 lunge, because I have hit people in situations that did not seem like I should have been hitting them when we were live earlier today, especially on Windows. So weird and so busted. She had a bunch of numbers get buffed from the PTB, which she really didn't need, because I'm kind of like where her head should be to make me look like the floating head almost. She didn't really need to get buffed. They did buff her. She's busted right now. She's got a bunch of numbers that just got buffed in general, and it's made her really strong. I am feeling out the killer. I haven't watched anybody else play this killer, and I think I really should to get a better idea of how to play this killer at the absolute best. Is this character just original content from... This is an OC character. This is an original chapter. It was based off of folklore from Thailand, I believe, and that's what inspired them to make this killer right here. So incredible killer in terms of her ability to do well win matches. Infection is something that people have struggled to deal with. I have an incoming Discord call. Why? Thank you, Ekbach, for letting me know. She can also... I don't know how well I'm doing with this. She can also vault windows and pallets, right? And when you vault something, it's really not that long to vault, but there is certainly a cooldown period from after you vault something to being able to attack. Now, Intestinal Whip only does damage if they are infected. That's the important thing. If you hit them and they are not infected with Intestinal Whip, it does 1/3 of the infection. They have to have a full infection before you can do damage with Intestinal Whip. So typically the general loop is play in human form, get the infection, perhaps hit them, We love when a long-standing games tries OC. Yeah, which we like. We had 2 major licensed chapters from the last original character that we had, and Houndmaster is Houndmaster's Houndmaster. She's got so many issues that are holding her back. Which we got quite a few original characters in here, but you know, it's been a minute. This is the first original character of this year, I think. No, wait, no, that's not true. I'm pretty sure Houndmaster came out early this year. I just know the Ghoul came out pretty early this year as well. He was out around March, April. So I think Houndmaster might have been out and fairly new around January. So I believe this will be the last chapter that we get for this year. I think the next new killer is not dropping until January. If I remember that tweet right about them postponing stuff so that way they could work on bug fixes and stuff like that. But that is essentially the gameplay loop for this killer, is infect them. If they're close, maybe give them a schmack with the old M1, pop into head form, use headlong flight to catch up to them real fast, give them a schmack with the crazy, weird, janky hitbox that Intestinal Whip has, and throw them on a hook. And then, especially if you're running aura reading, you should probably, and I keep messing this part up, you should probably stay in head form and fly to the first person you see from aura reading, or if you don't know where anybody is, maybe fly to a gen and go look for somebody, and then once you find somebody, maybe then swap into human form and give them the infection with the projectile. Hi, Artie. Hit him with the projectile, start the loop over again. That's pretty much the long short of it, or the short long of it. Short long short. I think the long short of it. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. There are a lot of other like smaller things with this killer. Timing is a really big thing. Vaulting, and I talked to Laz about this. I asked Laz, what do you think I'm doing wrong? He said that you're not pre-swinging enough after you vault something, which we're trying to do that some more. The way she turns is weird. What is objectively the worst killer in the game? It'd be Trapper. Trapper is probably the worst killer in the game, but after the way Myers has been reworked, Scott Jund, one of the very informed voices of the community for Dead by Daylight, content creator, has made a case for why Myers is worse now than what he was before his rework, which means that he might be in contention for being worse than Trapper now, which makes me feel fucking awful, by the way. So we can get into this later, or I can link you the video if you want to know about it. The short of it with him is essentially the numbers that they gave him mean nothing, pretty much. They gave him something new, and everything that they gave him new, they've had to find a way to also nerf it for some reason, because for some reason this man, who has been one of the worst killers in the game, and his kit has not changed since he came out basically in 2016, for some reason needed to be balanced more than buffed as they were reworking him. For some reason, they thought his power was absolutely busted, and they needed to give him something to nerf every new thing they gave to him as much as possible. Funny thing, I actually watched Scott's video about this. If you look at the list of changes that came out with him, there are more nerfs than there are buffs on that list of changes. There are only 4 buffs on that list of changes, and there's like 8 nerfs. Why? Why? He's one of the worst killers in the game. Why? Anyways, that's... They did my boy dirty. And I am still in the camp of... I feel like we need more time to know how good or bad this rework is going to be. But it's seeming like it's bad. It's seeming like he's worse. And that makes me feel not good. Because they did such a good job with the Freddy and Pyramid Head reworks. And then they just, like, looked at him and they're like, you know what? No. You get nothing. I don't know why. I don't know why they decided that I don't know what made them think he was so damn good in the PTB that they needed to nerf what he was like in the PTB. Because they're in the list of things. One of the things, real quick, real short, his speed, his movement speed in the PTB, I think when he was doing his lunging, that lunge attack where he just moves real fast holding the knife, this guy was moving, I think, 6.2, and in the live patch that went to server, they nerfed it down to 6. Just a flat 6 meters per second for movement speed on that instead of the 6.2 or 6.4, whatever it was. Why are we nerfing him? Why is anything that we're doing with him getting nerfed? He needs to be buffed to the point that he is an actual contender and viable at higher levels before he needs to be worried about being properly balanced. Because this is not a killer that is a threat to decent players. He just isn't. I don't know. Anyways, let's hop on some Krasue. I'm gonna do a Krasue match, no add-ons, no perks, and then I'm gonna do another one with add-ons and perks. And if you guys have killer requests that you want me to do in between, we can totally do that. What new game is he in? I saw a trailer or something. There is it's just called Halloween, but it's made by Gun Media and Ilphonic, and it's basically the same damn thing as Friday the 13th, just reskinned with Halloween. There's some other things that make it a little more unique. They have NPC characters, which is real weird. And Myers' power in that is essentially he turns into a shadow and he moves real fast. That's what I saw from the trailer, because I saw the trailer you were in. They really took one of the most iconic and beloved horror movie characters and decided, fuck this guy. Playing Laz style? Well, I usually, when it's a new killer, I usually play the first few matches, no perks, no add-ons, because I want to focus on the killer power. That's usually what I do. I've done that for quite a few years now, just because, to me, that's the best way to get comfortable and familiar with the killer power. I will not play only no perk, no add-on the entire time. We're going to do no perk, no add-ons this time, and then after that, I'm going to try some add-ons and perks and such, and I think we throw some ore reading on there. It's going to make a really big difference in terms of going from target to target, because I'll have the next person. Now, I will say my first game was not a good indicator of this killer's power, because I was doing such a bad job, and I was also getting body blocked by the entire lobby because I wanted to kill that Sable so damn bad. I can't just slug people because, oh my god, 3 flashlights and a fog vial. I can't just slug people because they did in fact let the base kit Unbreakable go into effect, which allows people to just stand up on their own if they're left down for 90 seconds. Now 90 seconds is a long time. Don't get me wrong, that is a long time to be slugged. But people are also running Unbreakable. I had one of those 2 matches earlier today. I literally had 3 out of the 4 all running Unbreakable, which at this point just makes you recover 35% faster. Which, do the math, shave off about a third of the 90-second timer, and you got a better idea of how fast people are actually getting up. So, where do we want to go? Where do we want to start? So, now again, I am not the person to watch to understand how this killer plays at their absolute best. But yeah, so that projectile, pretty good. They just panicked. I think I was panicking a little bit too, because it took me a minute to actually figure out where they were going. Game may be a touch loud, by the way. Okay, let me go this way. Do have everything turned up a little bit louder than normal, but we'll drop it just a smidge below everything else. Oh, that's... Okay, let's not tunnel people. Because I'm just trying to learn how to play the game. Or how to play this killer. I'm bad. The hottest killers right now, and what people are saying, the top 3 killers are all original. Yes, they are. Are you gonna flashlight stun me? No, you missed it. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Sable has no mither? I don't know where basement is. I would really be better off just going back to normal, huh? This person is silly goofy mode. Because I don't know why they really did that, to be honest. I'm sure there was a closer hook than that, but well. We'll leave that. Oh man. Hello? What? That wasn't close enough? Okay. Some of her intestine tentacles are carrying them to the hook. It does and it doesn't. In a pure technical sense, yes, but in a practical vibe sense, no. Have you ever played this game? Oh, DVD? Man, Jade playing DVD is a thought, you know? Hello. Wow, so they're just fucking dead, huh? That's rough. There's literally one healthy person up and doing unhooking right now. Let's go to that hook and see if we can find the one person I have not hooked yet. No, that's Sable. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Damn, got me with fake out. She's officially the best tunneler in the game. Well, yeah, because tell me this, because I can't tell from this perspective. Is using a glowing fungus, does that count as a conspicuous action? Because if it counts as a conspicuous action, it's getting rid of your endurance so early. Okay. You gotta be shitting me. Proposes tunneling nerfs. Weeks later, makes god tier tunneling killer. Yeah, and this was supposed to be the chapter that was like massively nerfing tunneling too. And they decided to go back on that, but they still like released this killer, which is funny because this killer like feels so good to like just close the gap on survivors really fast. Do we just down him? We do just down him. Well, that's it. That's game. Holy fuck, dude. He's just dead. So, he doesn't have to hold a button anymore. He just can crawl around while he works on standing back up, which is what he's working on doing right now. I'm waiting to be able to kill him. He's going to want to stand up in front of me and drop this pallet, which probably not going to let that happen. We'll see if he stands up. I think we have to wait for one of them to fully die, like get taken by the entity, and then I can bury him. I thought us being able to see what hook state people are on was part of I thought we weren't supposed to get that because that was part of the tunneling changes. Like, they were, like, making the tunneling changes, and because of that, they were going to give us back the part of our HUD that lets us see what hook state people are on. Yeah, there you go. That's that. Wow, what a match. That match felt like it was, like, 5 minutes long. It felt like we got in, stomped, and left. And that is with no perks or add-ons, by the way. That is what that is like. No perks, no add-ons. The Mori is kind of insane from a what's happening perspective. Not much theatrics, but God, not Krasue being like, go back to the 80s. Go back to the 80s, huh? Should have got photos of the Pop-Tart air pockets, but I just kept eating it. But I think I know what you're saying. I'm choosing to understand what you're saying. Played it a bit, but never truly got into it. Fair. Officially the best hunter in the game. Yeah, that's rough. I can understand why people just absolutely fucking hate this killer. What were we running? This person just had 2 perks. Hyper Focus, Fast Track. They had Resilience, and they had some scratch mark stuff, which did not really help them. And these people are running Spine Chill in the year of our Lord 2025, which is definitely a choice. Background player. Blood Rush. This is an interesting choice for perks. Oh, it was 2 fog vials, 2 flashlights. I thought it was 2 or 3 flashlights, 1 fog vial. Yeah, that's rough.
Hello, shorty. What are you doing?
She's so fast. Yeah, her headlong flight, very fast. Very good at closing the gap. The half perk god. Going in only 2 perks is crazy. Especially against the new killer, who is also the best killer in the game right now. That's tough. That's so tough, dude. Like I said, if you guys have any killer requests, let me know. I'm totally down to do those in between matches. Let me see. So I was reading through add-ons and stuff, and I was talking about how she had some add-ons that I thought were particularly good, but I didn't get through all of them. I thought Pig's Eye was pretty good. It's like essentially a built-in barbecue and chili. It's just for when people eat a glowing fungus, which should be happening quite often, because otherwise they're just always vulnerable to my best form, which is in head form. Keeping this killer in human form is a disservice to yourself if you're the one playing killer. It's gonna hurt quite a bit. I don't really know how you could force that as survivor, but as the killer does a good job to keep people infected, I think. And they nerfed the glowing fungus. They nerfed it. They decreased how fast it gets rid of infection, if I was reading that right, which I don't think they needed to do. I really don't think they needed to do that. What am I saying? Of course they didn't need to do that. This killer was already decent, and that's just one of the many things that they decided to change that really did not need to get changed, that has left this killer as the best killer in the game right now. The Roosterhead and the first purple add-on are so strong. I'm going to read through all of them, but I do remember, I think Roosterhead was the one that I was using in the PTB at one point. Survivors under the glowing fungus effects are exhausted, so anybody who is currently in the process of regressing the infection is just exhausted. They can't use their exhaustion perks. That means no sprint burst, which is really common right now apparently. No life, no head on. What else is affected by exhaustion? No balanced landing. I think finesse. No, finesse I think is just on a cooldown. But that can be crippling. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Crumpled sheet music. Gain 12 charges to headlong flight when a survivor is hit by a leeching gland, which just increases how long I can use headlong flight. But I can already use it for so long that it just doesn't seem necessary to buff that any further. to take add-ons that would buff it any further. Decreases the glowing fungus cleanse rate by 8% for each leech survivor. So up to a 32% regression or decrease to the cleanse rate, which is already seems like it's fairly slow, because I do not remember being able to catch people while they were in the regression state quite as often in the PTB. In this, it feels like I stand a very good chance to just go immediately find the person that was like just on hook. They decide to use a mushroom. I hook somebody else. I go find that person. Most likely, I'm going to find them and get the hit in before they finish regressing, which is tough, dude. That is tough because it keeps it to where I don't have to cycle nearly as much, which means I'm just always like in the zone, basically. That is tough as a survivor. That is tough. Let me see. Chungum Lie decreases the glowing fungus. All right. Okay. So, theater binoculars hitting a non-leech survivor with intestinal whip reveals the auras of other survivors within 24 meters for 5 seconds, which just fucking feels like I can abuse towards tunneling. I don't know. I don't know if they thought that one through. I don't know. Because this is just immediately going to give away the person I can't find, and all I have to do is intestinal whip while in head form. And then I'm just going to use headlong flight and go fly straight to the person that I was looking for anyways. Spattered handkerchief. When the exit gates are powered, all survivors are afflicted with leeched 1. So, exit gates are powered. Doesn't mean they're even open yet. Everybody gets infected just immediately. Glowing fungi begin to decay, and activating corporeal weave no longer creates new glowing fungi. Get fucked, dude. There is an endgame build in there somewhere that sounds so fucking annoying to have to play against. That sounds absolutely awful. I'm just gonna say it. That sounds awful. Oh man. There's something in there. Laz, we need to put our heads together and see what we can put together out of this. I feel like there's an in-game building and just that add-on alone. I feel like, oh man, I feel like there's so much potential in that. You run Spattered Handkerchief, everybody gets infected. There's a chance that all the glowing fungi on the map decay if nobody gets to it in time, because they start to decay. What is the time that it takes for those fungi to fully decay and go away? Also, I no longer generate them when I swap back and forth, which means there's even less spawning on the map. Everybody's infected. I'm moving fast as fuck. I'm running no way out. We got 4 stacks on it. The doors get locked because you decided to touch them. I'm running Haywire, which makes or exit gates regress when I'm within a certain distance of them. I could be running Blood Warden. So many things. Just so many things. There's so much potential in this. Oh my god. That sounds like an awful endgame build. We'll come back to this. Janjira's hand. Gain 2 headlong flight charges whenever a generator is repaired. Headlong flight's recharge rate is increased by 25% for 15 seconds when 5 generators are repaired. So when the exit gates are powered, headlong flight is fully charged and the recharge rate is permanently increased by 25%. I feel like her add-ons are like disproportionately better than a lot of other killers. Increased headlong flight's charges by 6 and its recharge rate by 15%. Headlong flight must be at least half charged to activate it. Which I feel like is not that much of an issue. Let me see. Decreases headlong flight's charge consumption by 25%. Glowing fungus grants survivors 10% haste for 5 seconds while preventing scratch marks. Pools of blood, grunts of pain, and aura reveals. I don't know why you would use this. I really don't. Staying in headlong flight for a little bit longer for that trade-off just seems absolutely awful. That does not seem like a trade-off I want to deal with. Rotten Swine. Hitting a generator, pallet, or wall with a leeching gland marks it. Damaging or breaking the marked item is 10% faster and removes the mark. Only one object can be marked at a time. That's kind of whatever. I don't... That I feel like some of these should be swapping places with some of the purple ones. We'll see how good the other purple ones are. Queen Scepter, which I actually tried to use during the PTB. Successful intestinal whip hits cause a leeching gland to spatter near the survivor. The only thing I can really think of, because that happens immediately, and that survivor is not running fast enough to run into the spatter. Maybe if there are other survivors around trying to body block or flashlight blind or whatever, that will hit them. But other than that, this one is kind of whatever to me. Mysterious Elixir. Hit a window with leeching gland to mark it. Vault the marked window to block it for survivors only for 10 seconds. Removes the mark. So you don't move through it faster, but you do vault it and have like a pseudo bamboozle built in, which is crazy. Okay, cool, awesome. Power went off for a second, turned everything off. Oh, that's fun. Oh, Jade, you're having a great time. Okay, so this was the one you were talking about. Leech 1 applies blindness. Leech 2 applies 4% hindered. Yeah, that's tough. So blindness just prevents aura reading for survivors. Which means that if they have blindness and a perk would, let them see me, perhaps, that leeched 1 is going to prevent that from being a thing. Which means they won't be able to see me, and assuming it's not perk related, they just can't see where teammates are hooked at. They just can't see where that person's hooked at anymore. So if they weren't paying attention, they probably don't know where they are. Shredded Gown. These are the two visceral, I call them iridescent add-ons, whatever. Pink ones, whatever you want to call them. We'll call them, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Corporeal Weave reveals the auras of all survivors who are within 8 meters of glowing fungus or holding glowing fungus of their own for 5 seconds. Or reading good. I like aura reading. Chicken Head. All survivors start afflicted with leeched 1. 2 additional glowing fungi are spawned at the start of the trial. I can tell you that right now. That shit is baller as fuck. I understand essentially forcing people to have to interact with the fungi early on, especially if you get an early hook. That means nobody can see it. Because, okay, you'd probably want to run these together then, right? Or you'd want to run this with the our spattered handkerchief. Just something that forces everybody to be infected at the same time. Just sounds really brutal to deal with. That's spicy. Let's run one of these. You know what? We'll just run the 2 add-ons that Laz is recommending me. I am thinking aura reading would be good for this killer. Because I want an idea of where to go after I hook somebody. So barbecue and chili will probably be good, because barbecue and chili did not get changed, even though some of the other perks that I thought were getting changed because of the tunneling got changed anyways after they decided not to release the tunneling patch. Whatever, not gonna think about it too hard. Let's run Lethal Pursuer with this, because I like my little extra on the side. There it is. Let me see. This is an interesting one. Are we still getting penalized for tunneling? No, they never decided to add that. They had a whole thing about deciding to just remove that part of the patch, and they're gonna go back to the drawing board. They still changed a shit ton of them. What the hell? Yeah, there's several perks. There's a long list of perks that are changed, but definitely recommend checking the PTB for that. Let me see. Let's do this. If somebody is, if we have a full lobby of people running items, we'll do Franklin's and Weave Attunement. Franklin's requires basic attacks. We can try to go for the basic attack. We can try to go for the M1s. We'll try to use Franklin's and Weave Attunement. If I've only got like 2 people holding an item, we'll do probably Phantom Fear and let me see, what else could really work? Oh, we could try the new Deerstalker too, actually. Which that is not it. That is Thrill of the Hunt. The Deerstalker got reworked, and it is very interesting. You know what? let's do Deerstalker and Phantom Fear anyways. Let's just do those. Phantom Fear and Lethal Pursuer together is kind of silly. It's whatever, because I don't need both at the very beginning, but hopefully we can get Phantom Fear value. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of redundant, because Deerstalker is going to show me somebody regardless. If I'm not actively chasing somebody, I'm going to go for that person. I don't need that much information. I'm trying to get an idea of what could be better for this killer. Is there a reason not to take an item into a match other than just not having any? Well, so there are chests that spawn in a match, and if you're playing a build that has something to do with getting items out of a chest in the map, you wouldn't want to take an item, there is like an actual perk build around that specific thing. So could be good, could be bad. I'm realizing that exposed perks just don't really work very well for her, because realistically, you want to be in head form as much as you possibly can, which makes exposed stuff really weird to use with her. How about instead of that, we use Plaything? Deerstalker will show me somebody occasionally. Have you ever had to put a shower tension rod back up after it's fallen? Yeah. Probably one of my least favorite things about a bathroom. I hate tension rods so much. Okay, let's see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. I don't know how well planned my build is going to be, but we got Lethal Pursuer to show me where somebody is at the beginning of the match. Hopefully the idea is we get it down off of Barbecue and Chili, and then if we just don't see anybody off Barbecue and Chili, Deerstalker will help pick up slack. And then Plaything is just another thing that makes it harder for them to know that I'm coming. It's gonna make them oblivious until they break their totem, which good for me, especially if they don't know that I'm coming. Yeah. You are now eligible to get Broken Skull Badge for Dead by Daylight. To get your loot, claim your drop by October 14th, 2025, 2:59 p.m. UTC on the inventory page 4 minutes ago. I wonder if I should have my first drop then, alright? No, I somehow don't. I have 61%. Oh, we're in a match. Okay, so this one is going to be interesting. Haven't heard that one yet. Okay, that was weird. No splash. My god, dude. The fact that I was able to harass somebody else completely, and then still manage to catch up to her without losing her is absolutely insane. Thank you, Xbox. Very cool. Get infected anyways, you silly goose. See, like that is crazy to me that hits. And then she's down. She's just down. She just has no choice in that. This is really busted. And then we see the Feng Min so that she doesn't even really get a chance to get ahead on the regression. Okay, alright, I got hung up on the wall for some reason. Absolutely brutal. The Hattie is here too. She took the hit anyways? What was the point then? What was the point in dropping the pallet? I have two separate people totally injured.
Hey Einstein, I'm on your side.
What an L. That is so unfortunate. And then we see the Feng Min on the other side of the map. This is genuinely just so insane how much control I have over, like, just juggling two people. What is she supposed to do about this? I knew where she was. She couldn't find a fungus. And then by the time I get down here and throw her on a hook, Hattie's not going to have a mushroom yet. I'm going to know where she is. I can see her. There's the backpack right there. I can see her. My ability to just juggle two people the whole time is insane. Okay, I did lose her. Let me see. Nobody in here. I obviously see people down there. That poor woman. I think we're gonna just go with an M1 here, and then we'll go back to head form. The fact that I can make mistakes like this and still, like, make up for them is crazy. I missed? That's tough. Is this the fastest killer? I think Blight is still technically the fastest killer, but this killer is really, really oppressive, and her headlong flight makes it possible to really close the gap fast. Okay, so there was somebody here. Wow. That right there, that was plaything value, just straight up. She had no idea I was there. I guess she just didn't hear me. Like the actual killer noises that I make, and yeah, she just walked right in my arms. Would you say is the use percentage on Blight? Not very high, because he's a killer that definitely takes a lot more skill. What? Wow, incredible. Vault the window, drop down, come into my arms? No, she keeps going. Like, I have 3 people on death hook. I had to, like, intentionally go out of the way to not just go right back to the Fung Min. Because I was there next to the basement when they unhooked. Now this Meg, however, I have not seen this Meg. There is the Meg. I hear somebody on a gen. We're just gonna ignore them. That's a hit. And then she's gonna run away, and it's just not gonna matter because I'm gonna be able to close this gap so fast with headlong flight. That's tough, dude. That is tough. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Oh, is that broken? That is broken. That gen's super close to done. Very cool. Good for me. Good for me. Right, I can't actually do anything to them. No splash, not off a wall or anything. See if we can find the Michaela. Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah, we'll just more here. Use percentage on Blight. I don't imagine it's very high. It's got to be higher than, like, some of the other killers that were kind of forgotten about. Demogorgon. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. This is match 2. This is with perks. I just, like... I have to kind of go out of my way to go for somebody else. Otherwise, it feels like I do just kind of steamroll one person super fucking hard. And that doesn't feel good. That's not a good feeling, you know? So, man, that is so rough. But, like, it would have been so easy for me to just bounce back and forth between the Fungmen and the Hattie and just kill them both. Like, I literally had the opportunity to kill the Fungmen at, like, 2 or 3 gens and just turned around and left and just went the opposite direction of the basement. I could have just totally annihilated her right then and there. And, man, I don't know. I'm starting to get it, though. I'm starting to get it now. All she really needs is some information, and she just fucking goes. She just does it, dude. She just gets in there and fucking goes. Does she have a different Mori in the intact form? No, she just sheds the body. Where's the high-level player making a tier list of killers based on, like, what is good for mid-tier players? Now, I don't know how high level you're looking for. However, Laz did do something very similar to that. He did a tier list based on what was the easiest to, like, just for the average player to just hop in on and win with right now. So you guys can check that out. I don't know if Laz has VODs up on his channel, but he probably has that tier list saved somewhere. Lola, I can give you a little insight right now because Springtrap had a really high play percentage. Let's see what I can find. Nightlight is the resource that I use for this, by the way, in case you were curious. I do not want to see my own stats. Can I see killer stats? Community stats. Take a look at the list of killers. As of the time frame of the 28th of August to the 25th of September, 11 to 11. The highest pick rate killer right now is, what did I say Blight was? 5%? No, the number should be something way lower. As of right now, the highest pick rate killer at 6.03%, so we'll just call it 6, is Myers. Myers has a 6% pick rate. He's got the highest, not Myers, Springtrap. Springtrap has the highest pick rate right now in the entire game. And his kill rate, for being the most picked killer in the game right now, his kill rate and kill distribution has held up fairly well. Now, that is limited to the amount of games actually reported in the last 28 days, which was about 10,000. It's 9.7 if you want a more specific number. But if you want to see this information, nightlight.gg, you can find this there. I can just link this to you as well if you want the link. The second highest pick rate killer in the last 28 days is Myers, and I think that's because people are just really curious about his rework. And then you have number 3 is Ghoul, which I don't think anybody's surprised about. And a little further down the list, number 5, having only been out for, what, 2 days, 3 days? Number 5 is the Krasue. Krasue is at a 4.94% pick rate right now, and she has been out for 3 days. So I think that tells you how many people are really playing this killer right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I sound like this. Been getting a shit ton of 4Ks with him, so that helps me like him. Springtrap is my fave I've played so far. I had to get out of a lobby earlier. I was fighting demons to not stay on all night. To staying on DVD the entire time. 1, do not have it saved. 2, don't know how to do VODs. Do they not let you store VODs now that you're technically an affiliate? Even though I know you're not at the 50 follower affiliate, but like they still technically label you as an affiliate. You should have access to VOD storage. Do any killers that shift forms have different Moris for their forms, or do they all do the same thing? As far as I know, everybody's got the same Mori. The only thing that changes Moris is you will get new Moris with skins for killers. Oh, I see that Laz literally just said that. Man. What is this? I'm going to start this playlist from the beginning. We're going to start this over. This, yeah, this killer is something. This killer is definitely something. I understand why people are frustrated with playing against this killer right now, too. I definitely get it. Because there were some situations where I don't know what my survivors were supposed to do. I really don't. How do you keep going in some of those situations? How do you not get hit in some of those situations? Like, some of those window hits, man, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Just so hard to actually get around and deal with. It is what it is, I guess. I'm gonna go make that cup of coffee. I'll be right back. And if you guys have any kill requests, feel free to post them while I'm making this cup of coffee. If I don't see anything in chat when I come back, we'll just do another Krasue match. And I'm gonna maybe change my add-ons or something, but I feel like aura reading is really good for this killer. So I might keep the perks I have. I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out when I get back. All right. In the meantime, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee. Alright, we're back. Alright. Now, I don't see any killer recommendations, so we're just going to run it again with Krasue. I do want to... Let's do this. I do want to change up my add-ons. Pig's Eye gives me essentially a built-in pseudo barbecue and chili. It doesn't show me everybody. It just shows me people who are using a glowing fungus from further than 40 meters away. 6 seconds of reveal time. Survivors of the glowing fungus effect are exhausted. I want to try both of these. So, essentially, your Stalker has a perk, please. I can run that back. I did it on the previous build. I think what we're going to do is I want to isolate a little bit the Deer Stalker itself. I think we'll try Lethal Pursuer and Deer Stalker, no barbecue and chili, and we'll let Deer Stalker just guide my hand a little bit on who I'm chasing. Oh man, no streamers, no pudding, no nothing. I just won't even bring an offering this time then. Because Deer Stalker is really interesting in the sense of, like, it is kind of just constantly going in a loop. That perk is, like, either in cooldown or actively working. It is constantly on a loop. It's not... there's never really a point where it's just sitting there waiting to be procced. If it's not on cooldown, it's doing what it's supposed to do, which I think is really interesting. They really changed the way that perk looked quite a bit, or the way that perk worked quite a bit. Let me see. Let's take a look here. I don't really stop much to kick gens. Let's try, let's throw a Deadlock up there. I'm on train, bad internet, I'm good though. I'm heading to Sydney Opera House to see Joe Hisaishi concert. I'm not familiar. But it is good to see you, BPB. Hope you're doing well. Let me see. Let's try this. I am really curious how viable it is to use head form more so for utility, and then try to get there, swap back to body form, and take advantage of the exposed. Let's see if we can actually get any value out of this. It's an idea. It's not, you know... It's not very guaranteed that I'm going to get any value out of Friends Till the End, but I am curious how well Headlong Flight enables me to possibly, you know, take advantage of the exposed status effect, actually getting there in time to hit them. And then, you know, I mean, it's fine if we're not able to. Deer Stalker will help us at least find somebody to chase after and you know, do our thing with. Rinse and repeat our loop, but I think the thing that I'm having the hardest time filling out right now is what does Intestinal Whip, what it does and doesn't hit through. Because it seems like just some of the hits that I've gotten are just real interesting. They're real interesting. And the way that the ability actually handles is feels a little bit odd, but obviously not odd enough that I just can't use it. Because I've done, I would think, fairly decent getting my hits with Intestinal Whip. So We'll see how this one goes. Now, I did make note of the 3 toolboxes that are there. So, you know, we'll see how well that goes over for me. Might be a little rough, but I think if I play well, we can realistically keep up to at least to a degree. Okay, we're on Midwich, which is a little bit weirder because I have to traverse upstairs and downstairs. We know where everybody is. We got one person upstairs by themselves, which is interesting. See, like, that being a hit, I cannot tell that was going to be a hit. And then she just stood there. And then she simply just stood there. Why would you do that? Oh, boil over actually getting caught in this. Okay, so... Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is making this really hard to actually test stuff. Okay, I'm separating you two. You two are getting separated. You clearly cannot play nice. You're doing silly, ridiculous things. Did she just get in a locker? Did I just see her get in a locker? Damn. Okay, so no friends to the end value. Which is unfortunate, chat. That is unfortunate. Oh my god, I thought I was wrong! I thought I was wrong! Oh, did you guys see that? Did you guys see how generous that hitbox was? That had some, like, snap to going on. I don't know if y'all saw that. Okay, I don't know if there's anybody in here. I see scratchies. I genuinely, I can't even get value out of friends till the end because they just keep hiding in lockers. I don't know what to do about this, you guys. I really don't. I'm really out here complaining about success right now, but like, damn it, man. You know? There's literally somebody above me. They're gonna let somebody die on hook. That's cool. Did she keep going? No, she went inside. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this match? These survivors feel like me playing this game. Okay, Ada's over here somewhere. Aerial sprint, huh? That's what we're calling it. I'm more interested on you seeing one of the maps that's been changed. We're healing downstairs. We plot twisted. Downstairs. Okay. You're just not getting out of the way of that. You're just not. I don't know what to tell you. It's simply just not happening. Absolutely pranked. Oh. Oh, he's just in here hanging out. No, yeah, no, that's cool. Okay. I think they just went AFK. Or they're right behind me. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I think she was trying to beg for mercy a little bit there, but I'm just gonna take the 4K and move on. Oh, dude. It is... I think it is genuinely taking me longer to find a match than it is for me to play through some of these matches. That being one of them. I'm pretty sure that match is one of them. Level up. Rewards granted. 270 on the Eerie Shards. I only need about 2,600 more. I got nothing. I really have nothing. I have no idea what they were supposed to do. They were not ready. They just weren't. Did anybody even, like, actually use the glowing fungus at any point? Maybe they did and I missed it, but, like... Man, what the hell? Laz, what map are you wanting to see? Because it might be better for me to start throwing map offerings up there and possibly getting it that way. Not that I have very many on this killer. But, I can throw them up there and see if we at least get it. Crotus Pren? Oh, man. Crotus Pren, wow. Crotus Pen, the Asylum. What is that? The photograph? Oh my god. Oh, it is Crotus Pren. I thought I was reading, or I thought I just threw in an R in there for no reason. Crotus Pren Asylum, or the Forgotten Borgo, the one with the 2-story house. That would be, oh god, what offering is that? That, and even if the offering works, it's not even guaranteed that I'll see it. It's the beef tallow mixture, right? I don't have any of those. You know what? Let's do this real quick. Let's, get to P2. We're gonna get to P3 in no time. We'll probably get to P3 before I even end today. Do you see any beef tallow mixture up there? Because I sure don't. I somehow did not get that offering. Oh well, we'll use the shard photograph. We'll use photograph and see if we can get Crotus Pren. Crotus Pren Asylum. God. I know what's coming. I know. You know what? Hold on. We've done nothing but Krasue. Let's play the reworked Myers. Coup was changed? What did they do to Coup? This is kind of, man, this is sad. It's like coming home and seeing that your house was leveled. Because now that I know that the consensus is starting to gear towards this is Myers but worse, it just feels bad. I just feel sad now. Scratch Mirror being the other pink add-on is so weird now, too. Now it works off gens and not hooks. So you get less uses, is what you're saying. Making a what, like bottom 5 killer worse is crazy work. Yeah, I don't know how they manage that. Even worse than bottom 5, because he was in contention for being the worst killer in the game with Trapper. So, man, what the fuck even, you know? Next palette break is 50% faster. Yeah, let's do hairbrush. Wait, I have to change this. Assuming that we go to where we want to go to, you guys will see why I'm taking hairbrush, because there's going to be an above... I guess this is going to become the normal technically, but before this patch, there's going to seem what seems to be an above average amount of palettes on the map. So that'll be fun to get into. Let's I don't even know if the build for Myers has necessarily changed that much. You know what I mean? I should have made this my preset 1, but oh well. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. It's gonna be a combination of a little bit of chase help and a little bit of stall between corrupt and deadlock. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to give this some thought about what perks to run with Myers with the way he is now. We'll see if we get taken to what is possibly the best survivor map in the game now. I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time in pursuer mode, which is going to be bad. Yeah, just something. Yeah, let me double check on that, lads. I'm reading through what you're saying. Let me double check. Okay, it's always been on a generator. according to this. It's always been on generators. They just increased the percentage, and they've increased the tokens. Last time this perk was touched was 7.1. I thought it was hooks too, actually, which is weird. I don't know what I could be thinking of. I know it's not Thwack. Thwack is also off of gens. Wow, I just realized it is 2 a.m. That is crazy. Okay, we did not get our map, but we are going to play this one out. We are moving at 4.2. Myers... Oh my god, I forgot you have to push the button. God, the cooldown on that is so long. Ah! Get wrecked. I'm sure they heard me. No, she did not. So once oh my god, I didn't realize this last time. Once I have fully stocked and I have my tier 3 ready, I am not allowed to be in the stalker mode anymore. Why? Why not just take away my ability to stalk? I feel like that's unnecessary. Somehow, miraculously, they have not finished a gen yet. I don't know how. Scratchies. Oh! Wow, get rocked. She just left you high and dry. I don't know what to tell you. She really just, like, fucking threw that pallet and took off. Somebody was back there working on that gen. That's also tough. There's a wall there. I'm looking at the ground for some reason. Okay. This feels like the most uneventful game ever, especially for how fast-paced we were playing with Krasue. Like 2 seconds ago. Tough. That's a tough break. They're focused on doing gens, and the trade-off for that is that somebody's dead already. So... Went upstairs. Kept going. And we kept going. And we're on a gen. She just sandbagged the shit out of that white. What is it Laz says? It's always a sable. Yeah, that bounce gone. It's so quiet. Maybe this is just a testament to how much noise the Krasue makes. It's not all sables, but it's always a sable. Yeah, that tracks. Let me see, we got scratches over here. And, hey, Dwight. Is she gonna... I like him. We're gonna let him live. I feel like that just does not need to be that long. On top of the fact that you have a 6-second cooldown. Absolutely awful. Damn. Almost had it. Almost with the, almost smart with the sauce. Can't believe that reach. Sucks to be her. Vaulting into a drop is crazy. Yeah, that's rough. If she has balance landing helps with that kind of thing, because you stagger less. But I don't think she had balance landing. I think all she really had was how long it took me to get around. That was really what it was about. There's no reason for me to kick this, but I'm kicking it. I don't care. Nobody doing bathroom gen. This is crazy. And they're just letting the Sable hang. This is so weird. The logicalness of the crows mechanic on an indoor map is interesting. Oh my god, somebody came in to get the unhook. You just have to pretend that, like, just assume they disappear because they're just made of the fog anyways, so they fly up and then they dissipate. Just assume that. I feel like that is going to hurt your brain less than trying to logically understand why a bird would even be down here like that, for one. Two, where the fuck is it going? Okay, I think this is Dwight. And this is Dwight and Sable. I want to know what the other Sable is. Ding, 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 ding. Cool. Makes sense. But it's also funnier to just imagine every indoor map has just been overtaken by crows. The crows live here now. Fucking crow infestation. It's quite the problem. They should really call somebody about that. I have no aura reading, and I realized that I probably should have brought some. I think instead of... Well... I think instead of batteries, I'll run some kind of aura reading, maybe barbecue or something. Dwight. Dwight. Where is the other Sable, Dwight? Where is the other Sable, Dwight? Where is she? Myers has no aura. Makes me so sad. Hey. LOL. Okay, bye-bye. What the fuck? How am I supposed to plan for that? Yoink. Forgot I could even do this, to be honest. And trash. Man, why is there a cooldown on swapping modes? I don't understand. Where could Hatch be? Where, oh where could Hatch be? Go on. Go on, get in the hatch. Get in the hatch. Get in. He got sandbagged one time, and that was the moment I knew he was gonna live. At some point, you just gotta decide that bro has missed his opportunity. just totally prank him right at the end. Just kill him. Oh shit. Oh, this Kate might have been just a new player. Oh no. Oh no. This Kate might have just been new. She's running technician. This Kate, oh my god. Dude, that is so tough. Unbreakable Conviction. Soul Guard. Oh my god, this guy. Double bullied a new player? I think I might have. Because she did, like, kind of get tunneled, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's tough. I don't care too much about Sables. That Kate, though, I feel kind of bad. And that Dwight just straight up got sandbagged. Okay, we'll go back to Krasue. And we'll try it again. We'll try rating up again. Blight? Okay, alright. Gotta go fast. Let me see, what are my add-ons? Alchemist Ring? Increase rush duration by 20% for each consecutive rush. Let's see. And grants undetectable while rushing. Ooh, that sounds scary. Increases max rush by 2. Increases max look angle by 20. Decrease rush turn rate by 55%. Oh, I'll pass. We're just gonna roll with what we got. Let me see about Gross Pren. I should have Charred Photograph. Beef tallow mixture. Okay, so somehow I have beef tallow mixture, but no Charred Photograph with him. But then on Krasue, it's the other way around. Unless I am blind and I am missing it. To the Decimated Borgo. How do I not get any of these? I don't understand. Offerings are per killer. Yeah, it's not one big shared pool amongst everybody. Each killer has their own pool of offerings that you've gotten out of the blood web. I mean, every killer has the access to the same offerings. It's just why I personally have never understood it either. Because there are some killers that have like anniversary add-ons, but I'm just not gonna play the killer enough to get through all of them. So I don't know. It's a weird thing to me too, but whatever, I guess. Their decision. What are we working with? Deadlock corrupts. Pop barbecue. I don't think I need. Let's swap for lethal. If I can find it in time, which I can. Log. Oh, felt that in my hand, down to my fingertips. Okay, let's see how this goes. If we go to the map that Liz is wanting me to go to, you guys are probably going to watch me rush into pallets a lot. And it's RPD, one of like the most difficult maps to play for a killer like this. Oh my fucking god, you gotta be kidding me. I can't get through the doorway? Why are doorways so damn hard to get through? You do one after this? Antec has requested artist. Yeah, I'll be doing another one. I'll be doing more after this, for sure. I can do artist. We'll see how it goes. Whoa, shit. Where the scratchies go? Did I hear somebody run by me? I think I might have. I did. Hello? Hello? Why did my swing take so damn long to come out? What? I don't think... Wow, I'm getting absolutely fucked. Insanely unlucky that this is the map that I get fucking stuck on. For the Blight match. Of course, yes. Mm-hmm. This is so fucking frustrating. Oh my god. I just wouldn't rush again? Hello? Right. So I pretty much lost her simply because I kept colliding with the same damn thing over and over. I'm fucking cooked. I'm so sorry. This is just... I am doing what I can here, but I am not a good enough Blight player to have to deal with playing on this fuck-ass map. They're also just like gen rushing the fuck out of me. Bruh, oh my... I can't tell if I'm gonna bounce off or not, dude. This is, oh my god, this was so fucking frustrating, holy shit. Oh my god. I think I would have been better off if we did get the thing I brought a map offering for. This fucking sucks. This is actually so fucking awful. What? Bro, what? Huh? What was I supposed to do there? What? Hello? Is she playing with a ping of 500? What the fuck was that? Where are we going? Oh my god. This map just fucking sucks. I will never enjoy playing on this fucking map. I hate this map so much. God. You know, it's kind of hard to go fast when I can literally only, like, move 6 inches and then bump into something. That just fucking sucked. That, oh my god, that was genuinely just not fun. I just want to see the updated map. My map offerings don't work. This is like the third match I brought a map offering and still can't get the map that I want. And I'm trying to play on a map that is actively going to put me at a disadvantage, and I still can't get my fucking map. Instead, I'm getting dog shit fucking RPD. Literally any other map, please, for the love of God. Fucking hate that map so much. I wonder if we'll get value out of the painting. This was the build that we were talking about last time Antag was here. I am going to change this a little bit. I'm going to run Bell with the easel, Garden of Rot painting. And you know what? Fuck it. I somehow don't have. No, I do have them. I don't know what would be worse between the Borgo map and Crotus Pren. We're just gonna hope that we go to Crotus Pren. Just fuck it. Oh my god. I'm definitely gonna change this build, but I don't know what to yet. Let's do haste. Batteries included? Maybe? Hello. Hi, Sleep. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Hello. Yeah. Hold on. Let me. What perks were we using on Clown last? Brutality, which is something I'm not really going to benefit from if this works out the way I want it to. Friends to the Ends, which does not give me haste. Furtive Chase, which does give me haste. For 18 seconds? I thought it was longer than 18 seconds for some reason. And then Noed and Rapid Brutality, which, again, if this works out the way I think it is, I don't need help getting exposed. I need help moving fast. And play with your food requires me to farm my obsession. I don't exactly want to take the time to do that. Blue batteries included, and that's specifically for the obsession. What are the odds I throw Devour Hope up there and it just goes away immediately? I have such a hard time making this decision. So many perks to look through, but like, it's overwhelming. Okay, let me help myself narrow this. Okay, so these are our haste perks. 10% haste when blinded. Machine learning, no ed, obviously. Unbound, this perk activates for 30 seconds after a survivor becomes injured by any means. After vaulting a window, you gain 7% haste for 10 seconds. Pass. Furtive chase, agitations while I'm carrying somebody. Machine learning, I can kick a gen and then leave it alone. 8% haste for 60 seconds is pretty good. I just need to pay attention to what gens are close to done. We'll try machine learning and see if we can get value out of that. Oh, man. This is going to be tough. I'm really going to have to pay attention. I need to find a gen that's got a good amount of progress on it, and then I need to go kick it. I still need to defend it, and I can abuse it for information, because I think it highlights the gen for me, right? When you damage a gen, it becomes compromised. Only one generator can be compromised at a time. I think it highlights it yellow. I can't remember. We'll see what we can do. Oh, we'll see how this works out. Oh my goodness. Deadman switch procs after somebody's been hooked, right? When you hook a survivor, Deadman switch activates. The first survivor that stops repairing a generator causes the entity to block it for 35 seconds. The affected generator is highlighted by a white aura. Deadman switch cannot reactivate while it is blocking a generator. So you can only block one at a time. Do you guys remember when Deadman switch could block multiple? Because I'm pretty sure this could, at one point in time, block multiple. See how this goes. Oh, this could be good, this could be bad. I don't know. I need haste, so that way if I do hit somebody with crows from a distance, Bell will help me sneak up on them. The haste will help me, like, actually close the gap, you know? So, now, there's a chance that if we do go to this map, there's a chance that it is significantly more difficult for me to get value out of the iridescent add-on, because I'm going to be playing around pallets a lot. There's no fucking way, dude. There's actually no way. Did somebody bring an offering for this? No, I'm just getting trolled this hard. Oh my god, why are we playing on RPD again? Why is this in rotation at this high of a frequency? This is ridiculous. I just actually cannot believe that I am on RPD a second time. Also, I see you up there, Claire. finesse and lithe combo. That's easel value. That's Gardener Rot value right there, baby. I kind of fucked that one up. I hear an injured person. I bet she's above me, isn't she? I just couldn't fucking see her. That is so unlucky. Oh. Do I get to... What happened to the first crow that I put down? Hello? What the hell? What is happening to my crows that I'm putting up here? Chat, what is actually happening to my crows? They are literally just disappearing instead of actually going. I put all 3 up there, and 2 of them literally just went down and then disappeared completely. What was eating my ability? Something was just straight up eating my ability. There's no fucking way. As if this match couldn't be any more unfun because I'm stuck playing on fucking RPD. Wow, doorways are hard. I don't know why. I always have this issue with doorways. She's so far away. I'm just not going to be close enough to get value out of this. That mega sucks. Why do I keep getting stuck on doorways? I am trying to lunge! What the fuck is happening? Holy shit! Anything that can go wrong is 100% fucking going wrong! What is happening? Genuinely, holy shit! Why is it that I start a lunge and I just completely fucking stop what I'm doing right where I am? What? I don't understand. Dude, I feel like I'm just absolutely getting fucked on this match. This is so fucking annoying. I'm sure by the time I pick her up, they're going to pop the last gen. We actually got pain res value for once. Because don't fucking put it here because it'll just disappear for some reason. There's nobody here at this point. What the fuck? Why is it me on this map playing this fucking game trying to have a good artist match? Why am I the one to find out this way? Hey, by the way, you just can't use your fucking crows on the top floor. They just fucking despawn the moment you put them down. That's fair, right? Holy shit, you have to be kidding me, dude. Can I put them here? They literally just despawn the moment they hit the bubble. There's like a whole fucking part of the map I just can't bother with. Because what the... Oh, this is bullshit! Oh, so damn close. The Nia, who I just never fucking saw all game. Cool, cool. God, I fucking hate RPDs so much, dude. Oh my god. It pisses me off so fucking bad. Oh my... And there's just a spot on the map that genuinely just... I am just not allowed to use my power. I'm just not. Get fucked. I can't use it here either, apparently. Get fucked. What the fuck? Behavior! Fix your fucking game! This is bullshit! Where does my power work? Somebody please show me on the map where the fuck my power is supposed to work, because I can't tell right now. I genuinely just can't figure it the fuck out anymore. I just straight up can't fucking tell where my power works on this map. And the fact that I had to play this map on two fucking two runs back to back. I get 2 matches back to back stuck on RPD. I thought the first one was bad. Because of how like difficult it was to play Blight. At least that is like something that could be improved with a skill development, skill issue, and instead go to the artist match and I just can't fucking use my power because the map is that bugged. Just take it out of rotation. Please, for the love of God, just take it out of fucking rotation. I thought the new map system meant you couldn't have the same realm twice in a row. Well, I sure the fuck just did. And the second match was even worse than the first one. It somehow got worse. Incredible. What a great time I just had having to figure out where is it and where is it not bugged enough for me to use my power. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. I just can't. I'm absolutely fucking baffled. I thought I hated the map already. Other than the bugs, in your words, you just got to do better. I was trying to do the thing. I was doing the right thing. I was trying to send crows to investigate the gen that they popped at the end. The last gen that got popped was the one that I couldn't send fucking crows at. I don't know how I'm supposed to do any fucking better. I made the right decision and still punished for it. Why? Why? Just get rid of RPD, please. I'm fucking begging you. This map is fucking garbage. The rage bait meant for me last night worked on him. This is okay, but this is you. If you had told me the map is just fucking bugged and I literally can't do anything even when I do the right thing, I would have given you that. This is a situation where even doing the right answer is still wrong. And at that point, it is genuinely just like, yeah, that's it. That's the game. Because I have like somewhere between 25 and 50% of this map, I am just an M1 killer because my power immediately disappears. I can't even, we gotta run it back. We gotta run it back, right? Like, surely. Oh my god, I fucking hate that map so much. Genuinely, I hate that map so fucking much. Just one more fucking reason to not like that map. That's, oh my god, that's so frustrating. It is so frustrating to be put on a map that I don't like already for a second time in a row, and then my power just doesn't work? Now you got me. Fuck, man. You fucking got me. My bad. Shit. I apologize for thinking that I was going to use my power on this dog shit ass map. My bad. I apologize. I should have known better than to do anything but play M1 Killer. Behavior, you've made it clear. You made your point. Do not use your power on RPD. Because you will just get nothing out of it. That's awesome. I'm proud of Domo. He'll get 4Ks like I do one day. Sure, man. Whatever you say. Man, I can't wait to go back to RPD for a third time in a row. At least this time I know that my power just doesn't fucking work. Okay, now, if some shit like that happens again on this map, then we know that they just somehow managed to break artists. Nothing. Somebody's on this gen almost immediately. Cool, cool. I love that people just forget that that's how that works. Where is a hook that I can actually make it to? Hello? I don't think I make this. There's actually just no hook by the boat that I can make it to. That's actually crazy. That is actually fucking stupid. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put you here. And what gen? I see. And we'll put disable on a normal hook, assuming I can actually get to one. Which I think I make it to that one right there. Oh, okay. I don't know how I hit the Fung Min and not the other person, but I see her, so we're just gonna walk at her. That gen, I really want to kick this gen. Oh, fuck. Get fucking schmacked. Okay, that turned into a down. That wasn't supposed to turn into me downing somebody, but I will take it. I just wanted to kick the gem so we could possibly get value out of machine learning at some point tonight. Schmack. I just cannot... I've hit them more than I've just latched crows onto them tonight. Okay, well... I have the sneaking suspicion that I was given a lobby that, I don't even... I don't know. I don't want to discredit myself. Because obviously the issue was the fact that I genuinely just couldn't use my power in a question mark percentage of the map last time, but I also feel like I'm just having really fast downs. Dispel? Dispel? Dispel that? Dispel? Just get hit? That's cool too. Did she run away? No, she didn't. I think her vaulting that actually would have been better than trying to fake me out on the spin. Because even if she fakes me out on the spin, she still doesn't make any distance. She could have had some space between me and her if she did not spin. Oh well, whatever. This match is kind of, I don't know. I don't exactly feel threatened, I'll put it that way. There's just absolutely no reason for me to stop and kick a gen, is there? Mister. That's tough. What? What did you crouch for? Am I the one playing on a toaster oven now? What was that? We have almost the same ping. I have no idea why that happened. Genuinely, there's no reason why I should have hit her. That was fucked. Nothing. Lol. Is that 2 killer instincts? Okay. But, like, they're not even... Dispel the crows so I can get value. Oh, we're fast? We're fast? Somebody missed a skill check out in the corner. Hello, person. Goodbye. I assume they are crouching in a bush. This is not real. And they DC'd. Yeah, you should honestly probably DC after that. There's no fucking way. I'm at 13% movement speed. Damn, just couldn't get close enough. Okay. Damn, nothing. Well, I do think we have worked out the conclusion is that RPD itself is bugged and not artist. So, go figure. That map fucking sucks. Is anybody surprised? No, not really. Are we in a locker? That does mark that yellow. I thought so. I hit Nancy, but not... Okay. Let's see where she is, but... I wanted to find the Fugmen, and that didn't happen. I assume they're gonna reset. Hello? What? Just absolutely no value out of my iridescent add-on, and it's more so just because of the fact that, like, I was either just outright hitting them, or they just wouldn't dispel it, and it was easier to just M1 them. Which is, like, tough. That's tough, buddy. I'm going to farm you for bloodlust. She got stuck on a rock. Yep. Those rocks, you know, they'll get you. They'll sneak up on you. I'm a gambling man. I say we go check by the little boat. Okay, this was where Nancy was. Not over here. That gen's fully regressed. Hatch over here, maybe? No. Super unfortunate door spawn for this person too, because they're literally just side by side. And there's a gen right here, so I have a 5% haste effect that's definitely going to last me from gen to gen. Would be Behavior's ally to have a bottom 5 picked killer bugged after a new release? I have to kill her right here, because otherwise she's just gonna die. Yeah, you know what? Good enough. Would be Behavior's ally to have a bottom 5 pick. Yeah, bottom 5 pick, but unsurprisingly to me, it is that dog shit map that is RPD that is bugged and not artist herself. I'm not surprised at all about that. RPD fucking sucks. What we got? It's at least 3 people with windows. That perk is just not going anywhere. Fung had Deliverance and Bond. Don't know why people are running Spine Chill. Did they change Spine Chill or something? Your speed while repairing, sabotaging, healing, unhooking, cleansing, blessing, opening, it gets unlocked is increased by 6%. Get notified when the killer is looking at you with a clear line of sight within a 36-meter range. The effects of Spine Chill linger for 0.5 seconds after the killer looks away or is out of range. I don't think they've done anything to change that, so... This Nancy is running some really weird perks. Small game is a weird one. That one's a weird decision. Lightweight? Sure, but usually you want to pair that with something else. Deja Vu? Yeah, why not? If... I don't know. It just seems newer. It seems like a newer player's perk loadout. Sable has Unbreakable. I'm not surprised. We've seen a lot of people have Unbreakable tonight just because of the 35% increase in recovery speed on top of the fact that you can already, it just recovers on its own, so you don't even have to hold the bar and you can crawl around while that's recovering. Surprised they're not also running Conviction or Plot Twist. They have Prove Thyself, Gen perk, and then Michaela also has Deja Vu along with some other interesting choices. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how well perks reflect player level, because it's definitely a decision. Okay, let's do maybe one more. I think one more is good. Does anybody have a request? I don't know who's actually still awake, because it is pretty late right now. The Trapper. I always forget his fucking name. The robot. Oh, Singularity? This guy. Okay. I can do both. We could do a Singularity and Trapper match. Trapper will be the last one for the night. Okay, we'll do Singularity first. I don't know if there's any better add-ons to run with them. Barbecue, good. Corrupt because I want the help buying myself time to set up pods. So that's fun. Oh man, at the start of the trial, EMPs take 30 seconds longer to generate and all survivors start the match slipstream. That's baller. When a biopod is created, the auras of all survivors within 10 meters of that biopod are revealed to you for 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Reveals a slipstream survivor's aura for 8 seconds and they inflict another survivor. Increases the slipstream infection range between survivors by 2 meters. Reveal auras of survivors who pick up EMPs, which is something that should occur frequently. I think I'm gonna leave perks add-ons, and I want to reconsider. Maybe reconsider barbecue. But I don't mind barbecue. It at least gives me a direction to go if I don't see, anybody on cameras. Plus, the way that I use cameras sometimes is, I think, kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's not that weird, and I'm just overthinking it. But sometimes I will just throw cameras down while in chase. We'll leave it. We'll see how this goes. I do quite like Singularity, so this is good practice for me, if nothing else. Just please, God, no more RPD for the rest of the night. I think I might have a stroke if I have to play on RPD again. Oh, I didn't take an offering. I've kind of just given up on trying to get sent to the map that I wanted to see for the night. This is kind of unfortunate, only because there's not a lot of walls here towards the center of the map. That makes it pretty awkward. Like this, I don't really. This gen is hard to monitor with one of these. I'll throw it there. She's probably very confused by that. If you did not catch it, we heard her get in a locker from the biopod.
Stop smuggling with its infinitesimal worm.
Oh, I missed. You damn fool. I really gotta get used to not leaving people just slugged. However,
This no longer has purpose.
not blast mine. Wow, pranked. Absolutely pranked. Whip and nay. You do not go for that unhook. You actually went for that unhook. Why would you do that? Why? Like, why? Why would just let somebody else go for the unhook? I am playing against survivors who genuinely just don't know any better. She's throwing a fucking pallet and I'm not even chasing her. What the hell is happening? You get uppies. Go away. I love just fucking like standing there when people throw a pallet on me while I'm in overclock. She actually stopped. I didn't think she was going to. She didn't pay attention to see if I followed her around the corner though, so that's tough. Yeah, that exact emo. I enjoy it a lot because like I do. Oh well, I don't need this one anymore. I do that fully regress. That's tough, buddy. I do take 50% hindered. However, I just don't get stunned from it. Basically, there's no stun. There's no cooldown. What if I put you there? Yeah. Hell yeah. What? Why is there a gen so close to this damn door? Okay, this can kind of see. Hi. Oh. I haven't hooked something on a white hook yet, and I don't know who.
Genetic matter secured.
I feel bad for this person because I think they're genuinely just trying to practice flashlight stun. Life, maybe? They don't pay attention. I think the biggest issue that at least a couple of the people I've chased in this is that they just do not pay close enough attention to... Oh. What about this one? No slash that gem. That gem's almost fully regressed again. Okay. Oh, you're injured. It is not smart for you to just stay there. I don't know why she stayed there.
Surprising for an enemy.
Oh, I think overclock just stopped. Oh, they finished this gen. Damn, that's unfortunate.
You should thank me for this.
This went well. I like this. This went better than I was expecting it to. There is a gen way... Oh, hello. Damn. No line of sight on that. But we do know where she is, so we're gonna go to her. Oh, that would have been so cheeky. Oh, I see, my bad. Oh, she's not even here anymore. I duffed it, dude. I thought she was still here. Oh, she found Hatch, too. Damn. I thought she was still there. I must have been too busy trying to get a pod line of sight worked out. I also totally did not use and forgot the fact that I can just aim at people who are slipstreamed and use my arm to slipstream to them. Forgot about that completely. I am not used to doing that. Okay, Trapper for the last match of the night. About to be the worst last match of the night I've ever played. Worst last match of the night ever. Shit. Oh, this was my basement build. That's what this was. Okay, fuck you, buddy. Let me see. Oh, that sucks. I just realized because survivors can pick themselves up, if I don't haul ass to a trap immediately when they down themselves, I just get no value out of this add-on after all. I just realized this. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh man. Dude, that sucks. Oh god. They don't have basic and unbreakable? The wording was bad? It's still only with perks? Wait, hold on. Are you sure? Because I read it as they had it that way too. Recovery is automatic. No longer requires a button to be held. When full self recovery is available, tap the interact button to pick yourself up. If self recovery is available. So why didn't they just say survivors now recover automatically and leave it at that? Instead of adding the part that is going to confuse people, which is specifically the part where it says, when full self-recovery is available, tap the interact button to pick yourself up. Because everybody thought Base Kit Unbreakable was coming to live. They were not clear enough about that. Okay, so all my survivors who've been getting up, just either A, already had Unbreakable, or B, they've just been getting healed and picked up by other survivors that fast. Damn, that's rough. Okay, I do want this. And I wish there was something that gave you a haste effect at the beginning of the match. Because I feel like that would be really helpful for Trapper. God. Oh, that's not. I did not mean to replace that. This is not much better than preset 1 that I have. Did I say not much better? Not much different. I don't know if I said that wrong or not. This is not much different than preset 1. It's just instead of deadlock, I'm running batteries, and I'm gonna run honing stone instead of bag. We'll see how that goes. You know what? Instead of fascinating tools, I'm gonna put on bloody coil. We're gonna put bloody coil in there. So they're either gonna go down from getting trapped in it and getting themselves out, or they're going to take an injured state for disarming the trap. One or the other. Alternatively, I feel like both coils together could be interesting. Bloody coil to injure them, oily coil to reveal their aura when you reset that trap. That might be something worth trying sometime. We'll try it another time, but that might be something worth trying. Couldn't pick myself up tonight. Yeah, okay. Alright, well then, yeah, the wording is just genuinely terrible on that. Like, actually dog water. They did not think that through. Because they didn't... especially for how much they were doing and then undoing, they really needed to be more clear about that. Especially considering that some things that got changed, I thought were only getting changed with... the tunneling changes. Like, us being able to see on killer end how many hook stages a person is on, I thought that was only coming back to us because of the tunneling changes, that we were meant to have it as help to not tunnel people. That's the only reason why I thought we were getting that back, but they still gave it to us without doing the tunneling changes, which is why I'm confused about that. Some of the perks that got changed, I thought they weren't getting changed unless the tunneling stuff was going through. Tenacity also got nerfed. Why? Why? What reason was there to nerf it if you're not recovering? I mean, I guess because the recovery bar charges on its own. I don't know. That's so damn confusing. This is all just confusing. Yeah, this is a mess. They're just, oh man. Deciding to do one thing and then, like, after the backlash, I mean, it's good that they listen to people, but having to then undo the things that they were going to introduce is just, oh my god, what a nightmare. Let's trap this bush, and give me this trap. I can't pick up the trap for some reason. Thank you. Somebody's here with me? I need more traps. I did not get to set as many traps as I wanted to, but I'm already chasing him. Okay. Pallet here? No, window there. I really hate that it made me turn that much. This halfway stuff is just weird. Yeah. Yeah, it just makes it really confusing. Hello? Okay, so realistically, I only have 2 traps set. I think I fucked up that placement, but oh well, we're gonna roll with it. We'll be back for Steve later. That's an injure from Michaela because she decided to touch my trap. We're gonna come back. Ooh, I'm gonna come back. That's fine. Whatever. What the fuck? I see Leon, but I want to keep pressure on the gens that they want to work. Damn. I think they're gonna let that gen go. This is a really, really dumb thing for me to do, but we're gonna do it anyways. Oh, I should have. That should have been a down. I fucked that up completely. Oh well. Bloodlust tier 2 plus 5% haste. He's dead. They realistically probably should have had the rest of the game done by now, but here we are, so it is what it is. We'll take it. I think they took the time to reset instead. We're on the gen in Killer Shack. I have to go in and... That really fucking sucks. having to play a very, very patient game. We have a good amount of traps down, but how many windows I'd like to have down. This trap. Put this a little more off this way. In the grass, because I know they're going to walk through there. Okay, they took the time to reset, so there's not another gen I have to worry about, I don't think. We're going to reset this, because they're most likely going to want to run Killer Shack again. And that's game, fellas. That is why I trapped that bush, because it covers the traps so damn well. Well, that was better than I was expecting. I did not expect 4K, that's for damn sure. But, they just, I don't know, we got to, like, the last 3 gens. They got to the last, they only needed 1 more gen, and they kind of just, they ran out of steam. Add-on's good. Add-on's good. I feel like, Bloody Coil was really helpful. I got no value whatsoever out of Honing Stone, because I was pretty much always there when they stepped in a trap. I think I should try running Coil with Coil. Bloody Coil with Oily Coil. So that I can see where they're going, especially if I'm going to commit to a chase with them. And I really feel like the MVP perk for that match was batteries included. Because once they had finished a good amount of gens, it was a lot of 5% all over the place. 5%. On top of the fact that it's stacking with my haste boost from traps being set. What was it? 9%, I think, or something like that. Every time I had the 5% on top of trap set haste bonus. So that was pretty cool. That was good. Yeah, what a good last match of the night. That went so much better than I was expecting. So much better than I was expecting. Oh, okay. Well, it is almost 4 a.m. We are coming up on the 3.5 mark for how long we've been live. That's a W. That's